Welcome back, everybody, to the Mic Drop Sports Network. This show is Nightmare Scenario. Nightmare Scenario is going to be a show all about what could or is playing out for your favorite organization / team. So what nightmare scenario is out there? We're going to review it. We're going to talk about it, and hopefully you guys love this show. This is our inaugural episode, and to kick things off, we're going to be talking about the Lamar Jackson Baltimore Ravens contract saga / injury saga / will he play in the playoff saga. But Lamar Jackson and the Ravens seem to have a lot of tension again. Currently, they're saying that Lamar has a knee injury, which I don't doubt that he does. He probably did get hurt, but now he's realizing maybe he shouldn't go out there and play without that big long-term deal. So earlier in the summer there, we had seen it play out over and over, and it was big news everywhere, ESPN, the whole 9 yards, everywhere. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, where they were with the contract, what they needed to do to get things done, what if they didn't get the contract done, what was going to happen, blah, blah, blah. So Lamar Jackson hasn't practiced. He's missed 16 straight practices. 16. But at this time of year, let's face the facts. A professional athlete such as Lamar Jackson's caliber would not be affected by not having physical reps. I believe everything right now at this stage of the NFL season where everybody's beat, everybody's bruised up, we are going to say they're doing a lot of just mental reps, a lot of repetition in the classroom, a lot of walkthrough type material, things of that nature. So missing the practices may not be as huge of a thing as people make it out to be, because Lamar is a veteran. He is a top shelf athlete to where he doesn't need to have those physical reps beating down his body at week 19 now. So moving on, with Lamar not practicing and him missing games now, which that is troublesome, is the games missed. The games missed are where we're really looking at, there's a problem somewhere in this place here, in this organization. And Lamar not playing in these games is killing the Ravens. I mean, come on. They are so one-dimensional. They really can't move the ball. They have Mark Andrews and Mark Andrews on the offense. J.K. Dobbins, he can run the ball. He is a very, 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 very big-time running back, so he could explode. But when you're limited in facing these crazy, exotic NFL defenses, especially in the playoffs where the defensive coordinators are probably bringing out every trick in the bag they got, I don't feel that missing an elite player such as Lamar Jackson, it's going to bone you, man. You're going to be screwed not having him. I mean, you're just going to be so one-dimensional, and that's going to get you an early exit into playoffs, bringing us now to the offseason. So now, moving on through these last few weeks, we get all this tension with Lamar now. And now that builds into the offseason, which will be a trickle down probably for the whole organization. When there's trouble like this, trouble brewing, it puts a divide in the locker room. The people that want you to pay this guy, the people that are upset that there's so much drama and so much attention to it, the lack of focus, everybody got to be talking about the same thing, blah, blah, blah. So you're probably going to get the early exit from the playoffs now. And now you have some tension going into the offseason that's unrepairable until there is either one, a deal done, and that's your only way to repair it, and two, you're going to have your nightmare scenario play out to where you're going to have disgruntled players on the Baltimore Ravens so ticked off that you let this man walk and get paid somewhere else. Now they don't want to play. You are going to kill this morale. You're going to kill this team. The minute Lamar Jackson walks out onto the open market, you are done. You are going to have many years of a rebuild. And I know Baltimore is a steady, steadfast organization that really, really is one of the premier modeled franchises in the NFL today. So if anyone can overcome it, if anyone can get through it, it would be a team such as Baltimore. But let's face it, folks, that is a nightmare scenario for you Ravens fans, a total nightmare scenario. Where's the disconnect between these two sides? Is it that Lamar doesn't have a real agent? Is it that his mother is representing him? Let's just say this. In anything in life, when you as a family member are connected to a situation, you are going to bring many emotions to the table. And when you're dealing with $50+ million a year for your son, you want to get the best you can for him because that's your baby. That's your son. So you want to do the best you can. And here we are. You may be arguing over $1 million, which in 52 mil is not, worth arguing about. And then I'm hearing too that Lamar wants this contract fully guaranteed. And does Baltimore fully guarantee things? We just had the big Roquan Smith deal. Does that mean they paid him and they're just looking to get Lamar out and they're just going to go with any quarterback they can go with? I mean, I don't know. Roquan Smith, 5 years, $100 million. It was a great place to spend your money, but you have Lamar Jackson out there who's going to demand $52 million per. $52 million per. And you're just paid a linebacker $100 million for 5 years. Do the math. That's a lot against your cap each year. And in a salary cap driven league, that's big. And do you guys as fans feel comfortable with your organization allocating $50+ million to one player? And I don't care who that player is. Are you okay with that? I mean, put it in the comments. Let me know if you guys are okay with that. But you see where that got the Green Bay Packers this year with 50+. I mean, that's a lot of bread, and where you can't spend that in other places. And it's definitely going to show on the field when you are allocating, 25, 30, 40% of your team salary cap to one individual. I mean, how does it work? I don't know. And I'm wondering how these GMs really handle this stuff, and how much don't we know, what goes on, to where is their money slid elsewhere to where it's not announced, and are these deals sweetened somehow by teams under the table to where it doesn't count against any type of salary cap or anything, but it just sweetens the deal. And I know some players, they care about where they're going to play. They care about the organizational structure. They care about the leadership. They care about the players that are there already, the culture. They care about that stuff, and that's what they want to do because they're at the stage of their career to where they want to come win a championship because they've made that coin. And now Lamar, he's searching for that coin, which he's made some money. Don't get fooled about that. He's made some money. But is it fair to allocate $52 million per to one player? And what does this have? What kind of effect does this have long term going down the road for Lamar? Because look at for the Ravens rather. You go ahead and you say you give 5 years, 52+, fully guaranteed per year for Lamar Jackson. The style of play Lamar plays, the style in which he is great and amazing and no one is like him, is a rough physical style play. How long does Lamar last playing that way? I mean, you're getting hit by some big guys, fast guys. And I know Lamar, top shelf athlete, one of the best there ever has been. But guess what? You're going to take a lot of punishment. And do I, as an owner, or I, as a coach, want to spend $52 million on a player and watch him take monster shots because he's running the ball, scrambling everywhere, being crazy? I don't know. I don't know that answer. I know I wouldn't want him going and running the ball 5, 10, 12, 15 times a game. I mean, come on. And is he really worth that money? Does he do enough things for you as a fan to say, yes, he's worth that money and pay that man? Because here's the nightmare scenario that's going to play out, Baltimore. You only have one out in this situation. It's to pay Lamar. Every other road travels down a dark, nasty, long path that you, as the Baltimore Ravens fans, don't want to go down because it's going to be full of losing, full of bad times. And like I said before, if anybody can recover from it, it's truly probably the Ravens and an organization like the Ravens. But the nightmare scenario that's going to play out this offseason for the Baltimore Ravens is going to be very, very, very bad. And you'll see it play out here with family trying to negotiate a contract together with the Baltimore Brass, bringing tons of emotion into it. It's going to be slung through the media. It's going to give topics for guys like me to talk about. And it's going to be a circus. So let's get ready for that circus to begin in Baltimore, because I think it already has. Till next time, Nightmare Scenarios. I'm Jason Jacobs, your host. I ask you to subscribe. I ask you to like. I ask you to view these videos. I'm working really hard on the content for you guys, and I'm trying to come up with new ideas. So I ask that you put in the comments topics that you would like to talk about, and let me know. Again, this was the first episode of Nightmare Scenario, and this is going to be on the Mic Drop Sports Network. And I truly appreciate anyone coming to watch these videos, and I hope we can start getting some subscribers and growing this community and getting things going and being one of the top shelf sports talk shows, platforms out there. And I appreciate you all, and I look forward to talking with you. Put the questions, put the comments. Let's see them, guys. It's something that we really need to do here. We need to interact. That's the thing, because I see a lot of shows that just feed you what they want to feed you, and I don't want to do that. So let me quit rambling. Any other creator out there that talks sports, if you ever want to collab on a video, go ahead and hit me up. We could get some good discussions going on, especially if you're specialized for one team, if that's your niche. Let me know. I'll talk all sports all the time. Any team, any platform, any sport. So hit me up, let me know, subscribe, like, follow, all that stuff. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Till next time.